Hey, good morning. Well, it is the sixth and final day here on the Carpe Diem Liveaboard here in beautiful Maldives. It's going to be a lighter day for scuba diving. In fact, we just have one dive this morning. And I think a lot of that is based on that a lot of people, they got flights scheduled for tomorrow morning. Like as soon as we pull back into port, they go straight to the airport. And of course, with scuba diving, you can't fly within 24 hours of diving for safety. Me, well, I just booked my flight for the following day because I want to do as much scuba diving as possible. Typically on the Liveaboards, it's dive, eat, sleep, repeat. But today, it's dive, eat. Okay, technically we're going snorkeling for a short bit, but there's a lot of eating. Oh, look at this. Yummy! After a break for food and a time to relax, it was now time to head out to the snorkeling location. While snorkeling, our depths were definitely more shallow. It didn't stop us from seeing pretty cool underwater sea life. Well, this is going to wrap up our last day here on the Liveaboard, the Carpe Diem Scuba Diving Liveaboard. And even though we only had one dive today, it was a pretty cool dive. We got to see sharks, remores, and of course then we went snorkeling. And you wouldn't think that snorkeling would necessarily compare to diving, but it was still pretty cool because there were sharks, on this very shallow reef, as well as turtles. There were 2 different types of turtles. It was pretty cool. And tonight we're actually going to be staying on the ship right here about 200 meters from the coastline here in Malé in Maldives. I don't know, I guess that way they can advertise it as being an extra night and an extra day. Some people actually went into town just to walk around, but a lot of folks are leaving tomorrow morning. They're doing their flights out, and they will have their 24 hours since their last scuba dive, so they'll be okay. But we're going to wrap up this entire video series, so thank you so much for watching, and yeah, dive on. The chef definitely went all out for the final dinner here on our cruise. Wow, it was amazing with every kind of food you can imagine. We even had sushi. Hey everyone, so as promised in the very first video here in the Maldives, I said that at the end I was going to give a little recap of my impression of the Maldives. Now, there are 2 Maldives. One is the luxury Maldives, and that you will see at the luxury resorts, top class, just really nice. And then you've got the other Maldives, which is the developing nation. That's where the locals tend to live, and well, yep, you can see it here, right down there. You got the beautiful beaches behind me, but the beaches are actually kind of dirty, I'll be honest. But if you get outside of Malé, then you will see nicer beaches, nicer resorts. It's like upper class and working class. So just keep that in mind when you do come to the Maldives, that when you go to a resort, you're not actually seeing how the locals are. And when I travel, I prefer to see how the locals are, which is one of the reasons why I spent 2 days before my scuba diving liveaboard and 1 day after, kind of getting a feel for how the locals live here in the Maldives. Let me tell you, after I got off the boat this morning, I went for lunch and I ate with the locals. It was the working class. Not only were the prices a lot more reasonable, but you got in touch with the local people. And which was cool about the Maldivian people is, yeah, it was obvious that I'm not a local, but they totally accepted me and had me join their tables, and it was just a good experience. So when you come to the Maldives, just remember, there are 2 different Maldives, the locals and then the luxury. All right, thanks for watching.